Before the season even kicks off, soccer fans are already making predictions. Who wins the league? Who qualifies for Europe? And who's lifting the trophy at season's end? On Kalshi, America's #1 prediction market platform, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code CUP26 to get $10 when you trade 10. KALSHI, Kalshi. Trade the beautiful game. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory.
This is England, KB Terrace talking Bush. Let's have it. Back 66 when the world was won. Bobby Moore lifted #1. Shaw and Vance were the generation. Heroes of the English nation. Years went by but we stay true. Following England the whole world through. Every club and every town. Never let the 3 lions down. Wages coming to the sky. Hear a million voices cry. England.
Don't know what all that were about. That isn't our intro for this show, but that's a good start. So welcome to East Midlands rivals. We'll give you a little bit of England there. So there were us World Cup shows. But anyway, moving on. We've got some fantastic guests tonight, and someone is missing. Can you guess who that missing person is?
Is he a Leeds United fan?
Anybody here? Anyone from Nottingham called Phil? Are you still alive? This is a welfare check for Forest Phil of Nottingham Forest. We've got Birchie, a Leeds fan. Fantastic win at the weekend. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. Got started with an away win, which we struggled last season, so humbled Phil a little bit. Gutted he's not on, but, you know.
Yeah, I mean, he says he's busy, but I've heard from other sources that his internet's broken. He's fell out with the missus, and yeah, he's currently under section at some hospital in Nottingham. But I'll go and get him out for next week, and hopefully he'll appear his ugly head after a shocking result. And I think I predicted the correct score as well. Did I? Or did I not? Or did I say it was 1-1? I think I might have said 1-1. Yeah, I didn't get it fully on, but there we go. Absolutely amazing. And now we've also, before I came onto the show, this guy says to me, Lee, it's going to cost you a bit more to get me on. I've been commented on by Sky Sports. I've gone viral with my away video at Sheffield Wednesday. So Chickens on the Loose is demanding more money to be on the show. But I've managed to pay it, and here he is. Chickens on the Loose. A shock as well. Rotherham didn't lose at the weekend, but no shock. Bradford beat Sheffield Wednesday. How you doing, mate?
I'm Sam, mate. I'm now demanding £1 and 1 penny for coming on this show now, for that extra penny. And yeah, nice to see you, Mark. We're going to have fun, me and you today, Mark. Chickens,
just quickly. How did the Sheffield public treat you on your visit to Sheffield on the way out? Was they polite and said, well done, well played, Bradford City, you've done well, mate?
To be fair, there was a few who said that. I think that was like 1 in like 33,000. I got told to fuck off back to Bradford in a very polite manner. Yeah, it were. But, yeah, not better, either. The chickens did take the owls back to the bird cemetery.
And fair play to him, because unlike Nottingham Forest, Mark the Pitchmore Owl has got balls of steel. He's used to Sheffield Wednesday being not very good over the years. So he's here to swallow his humble pie. How you doing, Mark?
I'm all right. These tattles have actually seen 3 major cup finals, Europe. Let's not forget that, guys. A long time ago now, though, but we've seen it and been there.
Have they not? Don't they need touching up after all them years?
They do need touching up, mate. But yeah, listen, They're disappointing because I thought our fans. How many's watching? How many's in the watch?
At the minute, we've got 100 people watching.
What's
So
going
not
wrong?
many
They
at the minute.
were 1,000 last week, weren't they?
Yeah, but they do build up. I mean, like now it's gone to 197 within 3 seconds of me saying we had 100 people. So
No,
we've got 197 now.
no.
So it just takes people to tune in. 208. It keeps going up, mate, all the time.
No, I'm just curious because I thought over 1,000 last week. Well, that was awesome. And same last week. Let me get back on track. So the first game of the season, I actually did a video. Sorry, I'm just eating a penguin. I did a video a few weeks ago. And I said, I hope I'm wrong, but I can see our season being a little bit draw, win, lose, a bit inconsistent. You have to remember at the end of last season when that horrible man destroyed his club. Yeah. I think it wouldn't have been for us being a massive club that would have gone under. I think with the damage he'd done, I think we'd have gone under. Yeah. He wasn't even the size of the club what we did because he'd done some bad damage. We had four players that were it. So his team's been rushed together. But final pieces at Jigsaw haven't been put together, which is the strikers. You need strikers. So I've gone to the game all full of energy. I'm with my son. We met in the pub. And I thought, win tonight. We're top of league. I thought, like, it's only 2 games, but it's nice, isn't it? Thought we started off good. Thought I had about 4 chances in first, maybe 10 minutes. And then just missing chances. Their keeper were brilliant. I turned to my son at half time and went, I'm worried, son. I says, this is my 40th season at Hillsborough. I started winning in 86. I says, you've got to score when you're on top, guys, haven't you? When you're on top in games, you've got to score. How many times have you seen teams in the 80s and 90s? Everton was a prime example when we were in first division past Premier League. Wednesday would dominate. They'd get 1 chance and score. And so, like, I was worried. And then in second half, I thought we'd turn the screw. But fair play to Bradford. They were the ones that turned the screw. And we in the second half were terrible, to be honest with you. And fair play to them. I thought Bradford... I said to my son at the end of the game, who do you think deserves to win that? And he said, I think Bradford, Dad. He says, so I says, fair enough, that's your thoughts, that's your opinion. I says, what about you? And I said, I think it should be, I think overall, probably deserves to be a draw, because we had the first, they had the second, and then right at the end, Jamal Law has a chance, and how he puts that wide, I'll never know. But fair play to Bradford, do you know what I mean? But a brilliant night for over 33,000 on a Thursday night, live on Sky, £46 on the South Stand, after only winning 2 games last season in a city that has 2 teams, we're only 3 miles apart. I thought that was awesome, really did. I think we're a very class, loyal fan base, but I think we need to find new pieces of the jigsaw because, like I said last week, we're shooting like that. Biggest and Tupac will still be alive.
Mark, I watched the game in full. I thought Bradford deserved to win it on the second half performance. I thought first half, I thought Wednesday kind of edged it in the first period, and then it were pretty even quarter of the way through the first period. But I thought second half, Bradford never looked like losing that game. For me, for you to be successful this season, I think you need to get rid of that manager. That's my honest opinion. I think you are lacking in certain areas, but I think tactically, the manager's just not good enough. And I think that will be your downfall this season. I think if you get a decent manager with that squad of players, I mean, that support, what you give to the team is unbelievable. And a lot of us on here can only dream of having support like that at home. Do you know what I mean? So it is fair play to the Wednesday fans. They always do back the team. And you can't fault them. There's no denying that Sheffield Wednesday are a massive football club. But there is still problems there that have come from the years with poor managers. And for me, his record last season, you can't win that amount of games and still keep your job. I know you had all the problems going on, but still, you expect even like a giant killing for. And for me, you still have players like Jerry Yates that are good at that level, that will score goals, and you still didn't manage to pick up more than an handful of wins, which just ain't good enough. And for me, I think you should have gone last season.
No, ultimately, I totally agree with you. And you know, when you mentioned the word then, giant killing, I've actually used that in a past analysis. I said in the FA Cup games, there's always a giant killing. So you think we won 2 games all season. Listen, we didn't have a team. He didn't have a hand. It was terrible what happened with that man, what he did to us. We're having points left, right and centre. It was horrible. We should have won a few more games, but we didn't. And I get he's a nice guy. He's a really nice guy. And I get that. But Lee, I don't give a fuck if he's a nice guy. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, nice guys don't win your football matches. People used to say the same about Matt Hamshaw, but he was an awful football manager. There's no room in... As brutal as it is, football's a brutal industry. There's no room for sentiment. Yeah, so results-based business, and people will say fans are fickle, but owners are fickle. Everybody's fickle because football is based upon not what you do all week; it's what you do on the match day.
100%.
Nobody cares if you trained really well that week and this has gone really well. Nobody cares if you go and lose 3-0 at the weekend. That's what you're judged on. Football is judged on results. So if he's treating the team really nice, nobody cares. If they don't go out on a Saturday or a Tuesday night and win, then the fans are going to be on the backs.
Can I just say this? So, don't matter if you've got 1 million people in the stadium. I know that's not possible, but it doesn't. Yeah, it don't matter about that, yeah. I know we like to say it, and it's good to have a big club. Of course it is. Get that, yeah. But it's about the players. So, like Stuart, you know my friend Stuart.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. He'll be watching, yeah.
He's in the comments. I'm going to go through the comments in a minute, but
so he keeps saying to me, Mark, we need to change this manager, yeah. So I'm sort of the guy, yeah. I don't see point in me just saying all the time, we need to sack him. When at the moment, that's not going to happen because the chairman's come in. He's obviously wanting to give me a chance. He's got people like David Hurst saying, oh, he's doing this and that. So I was trying to be partial. And I said, even if we'd had Pep Guardiola or Jurgen Klopp as his manager against Bradford, then I think we'd have improved the team, but do them players still miss them chances? I think they do. So I'm trying to be partial, yeah, but I also said as well, I can sometimes scare myself and I think I need to start betting because I predicted that Wednesday would get 12 points off us, yeah. Then I says they'll get 6 back on appeal. This would have, I think it was the second time we got points took. And it happened. And when I said to you at the start of this video, when I said I think we're going to start season by win, lose, draw, be inconsistent, as the season goes on, we're going to get better, yeah? I also missed a bit out. I also said, I think after about 8 games, we'll change the manager. I said, I hope it don't happen. I hope it proves me wrong. But I'm all about results, mate. When I go for that turnstile, I want to win. And my son said to me, do you feel let down, Dad? And I said, listen, you couldn't say, is it deja vu? We get all the fans there. Everyone's up for it. We've all been drinking it pub. We want blood. We're good at Hillsborough, a big stadium. And then we get beat on Sky against Bradford, yeah. I said, you can look at it like that, but I'm a little bit more real, yeah. Like I said, we've had this team's been stuck together in a short period of time. We do need to be patient, yeah. But the final piece of the jigsaw, for me, I think, if we can't get Vardy, I've heard that we've done a package to the EFL, because that man again is gone, but his shadow's still there, yeah. His damage still there. We've got so when we didn't get the 15 points, yeah, we got restrictions. Do you know what I mean? And they're saying that they're not going to allow this package because of the restrictions. I've heard they're trying to get around it, but if not, I want us to move on because in 10 days' time, it's going to do our season. If we get a couple of strikers, who knows? We could, I think, I don't think we'll get top 2, but you never know. The top 2 could be on. If we don't, I think we're fighting for playoffs. Do you understand? I think it's going to define our season, is what I'm trying to say to you. But if I had my way, mate, I'd have changed him in the summer.
Fair enough. And we've got a new guest. Well, he's not new. He was on the first episode. Obviously, Chesterfield have had a great win at the weekend. So, how you doing, mate?
Good. Very good after that win. Yeah, very happy. Always seem to win there. We won't last week.
Yeah, big result that, because obviously Salford are fancied, but they've lost both the games, which is unbelievable.
They've spent a lot of money. They've got some good players in that side. Don't think they've gelled yet, like anything else. I feel like we've still got time to gel yet. We're still not quite there, but starting to look solid at back. Simpson, new centre-back we signed. He's looking good. He's a bit of a bully boy, which I like to see. There's not enough of them in football anymore. Gets stuck in, does Dark Arts well. So yeah, Bodis, first goal of the season. Hopefully he'll go on and bang 20, 30 in. So yeah, good result. Happy.
Super. And you've also got a cup final to look for at the weekend as well, look forward to. So it's a pretty good week for Chesterfield.
Whose cup? Is it our cup final or yours?
No, yours.
All right.
Okay.
It's yours. It's yours.
So yeah, we'll get on to that later in the show. But was you impressed with Chesterfield then? Did you go to the game or did
No, I watched it on TV. They look good, look solid at back, well organised. McCacklin in middle at Port, like a Sammy Morsey back in the day, really like outball up well, distributed it left, right, just nice little neat passes. So I'm quietly confident, but I were last season, so my prediction was shocking in half at time. But I'm quite confident. What's his name? Oh, I can't think of his name. Up from winger, he had a new lad. He had a cracking game as well. So yeah, I think we're thereabouts. I feel like we could do with one more striker, just as like a bit of a target man. Bit of a donkey up top just to ruffle it up a bit. If we go 2-0 or bring him off at benching. Yeah, I feel like that's what we need.
I think Sheffield Wednesday have got a donkey up top that low. He missed the sit, and he could do for you. So offer him 50 quid and a bag of pork scratchings. He could be your man.
That's it. Definitely.
And we've got Ben, his first ever appearance on this show, representing Rotherham United. Ben, happy with the draw against York? Obviously, it was York's cup final. You were
lucky that you didn't get beat. I made a point of watching that today. I thought, let me watch it so I know. And you know something, Rotherham were all right, but Oak should have won that for me. Go on, mate.
Yeah. Go on, Ben. But
I was.
York, sorry.
I was at the game yesterday, and first half, brilliant. Second half, we were hanging on like a thread. Yesterday, and as I was saying to my granddad yesterday.
Looking for his 100 points, is it, Lee?
Nah, listen. Right. So obviously, this team has been put together very quickly. So it is going to take time to gel. There's no two ways about it. Everything's new. New manager, assistant manager. All the squad is new. But we are going to piss this league. Honestly, we're going to piss it. I'm not even joking you. We will piss this league. I mean, at times, we opened them up at will in that first half. Then we lost fitness. Half of these players hadn't had any pre-season. Mullin went off injured. A few of them went off injured. All pinging hamstrings. But yeah, we're gonna do some big business. I believe Brandon Williams will be signing this week as well. So that'll be
decent crowd at all. I thought just short of 10,000 for Rotherham.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty good. To be fair,
but it is because obviously York, that is the biggest ever away following for a league match they've ever taken. Because it was obviously the cup final. They were taking pictures around the stadium. Like they appeared at Wembley. When you get your uncle that you don't like, even drag him in for a photo with shirts on. They were one of them, do you know what I mean? So it was cup final day. I seen a few with shirts and ties on, like they had gone to a wedding. They must have got overexcited. They thought they were going to win. That team got over 100 points last season. They're on a high. Probably the worst team to play them, but I felt we was never in danger of losing that game.
Who's Rotherham's best player then, Lee?
Denzel Hall for me, but he's not playing well at the minute. Obviously, there's been subject to a bid from Salford for him, but I don't think we'll sell him to them.
What about Mullins?
Mullin, I don't know if his legs have gone, mate. I've only seen 2 games. He didn't do too much. I like Tom Bradshaw, that was at Barnsley, Millwall. He come on second half and he looked a different class to League Two. So I think he's going to be a big player for us this season. Jealous, he won, I think, Player of League 2 for Walsall the previous season, so he was one of Walsall's best players. He was out. He was injured on Saturday, but he should be back for the Chesterfield game. But honestly, man, if we sign Brandon Williams as well, he's going to be the best player in League Two by a country mile. Do you know what I mean? The guy's played Champions League with Man United. Come on now.
Lee. So if Mullins' legs have gone, who's going to get you goals?
Bradshaw.
Tom
Bradshaw, yeah. I think he'll get the goals. I think we're going to sign another striker as well. We've put a bid in for that fly, is it striker?
Yeah.
Whatever. I think we've bid in for him. Omrod, yeah, that's the one. So hopefully we get him over the line. Gunner game Saturday. Boo Chesterfield. So Rotherham fan booing you, mate. Happy Sunday, everyone. What a brilliant weekend. Phil not on the show showing his face today. No, Phil's bottled it. And we've got Birch here with a smile like a Cheshire cat.
Were you coming on today, Phil? Were Phil coming on?
He put it as a maybe, but I don't think he was ever coming.
I'm going to go
There's lots of comments coming in. We've got 1,000 people watching again now live, so that's brilliant. The views have gone up to 1,000 again, so thank you.
Brilliant, everybody. That's brilliant.
Drop a like on the video as well, guys. It really does help the algorithms and stuff like that. So appreciate you watching. Send in prayers and strength to Phil. So Phil people asking where Phil is. Good evening, lads. We're all Wednesday, aren't we? That's from Stu.
Good evening, Stuart.
Ashley Ford says hello. It was a Bradford fan. Stuart, well done, Bradford, other night. But how wasn't it Wednesday 3-0 and the first half was criminal? I'll let you respond to that quickly. Chickens on the loose. How wasn't it 3-0? Stu says.
Because we didn't put bowling back.
So Sheffield Wednesday did really well in the first half. Our keeper did keep us in it. But like obviously, I know I've seen comments in the side here saying Sheffield Wednesday are not a massive club and stuff. The atmosphere at the beginning was absolutely beautiful. They were thinking the Real Madrid though, setting off some like white and blue things. They were thinking there were Real Madrid with them and the little flag thing. But in the second half, where were you Sheffield Wednesday fans? Like I said before the show started here, when we were having a little chit chat, I think your drummer kept falling asleep and waking himself up because every time he just heard a little bang on drum and then people think. But yeah, bold win again with a really great strike from a corner. We're doing well from corners, set pieces again and again. I just love the game though. What a game. Good atmosphere at first half. Second half, you quiet down. But Mark, up the fucking chickens, mate. We beat you 1-0 and we're top of the league.
Listen,
I know it's only 2 games in.
Listen, congratulations. I tried to show a little bit of class after the game, you know what I mean? I wanted to tell him that I was gutted, but congratulations. You know, Bradford, can I ask you a quick question? So, you know, when you got to the playoffs last season, yeah, how many more players have you added to your team now from then?
I think off the top of my head, I think it might be 5. Might be a couple more, but yeah, we've lost a few as well. Like Max Power's gone. Yeah, Max Power went to Wigan, who's at the bottom of the league now. And he were at fault, I think, for one of the goals. Obviously, Curtis Tilt's gone to Burton. And I think he got a Leicester player sent off the other day. Was it Skip who got sent off? We've lost a few players, but we've upgraded on them players.
Where do you think you'll finish? Be honest. Listen, we're 2 games in, aren't we? Yeah, so it's a fucking marathon. It's not a sprint. So right now, where do you think, of the whole of the season, where do you think that you'll finish? Roughly.
First, second or third.
Okay.
Because obviously you guys have come down. You guys have come down from your relegation, and you're not good enough. Leicester are falling apart at the seams. We've got a chance. We've upgraded on these players, and I think honestly, I'll even stay on this podcast. I think we're going up.
But you have to understand what happened to us. It weren't about us being good enough. It was about an owner ripping the football club to pieces. Do you know what I mean? That needs to be said because that's what happened, innit? It weren't.
Yeah, but your new owner's brought new players in, hasn't he? He's thrown the money about what he can bring some players in. Obviously, you got Bannon.
Listen, I'm still confident. I'm not sat here gutted. I've been watching football this way. I know how it works. It's a long way to go, mate. Yeah. Don't get downhearted after a few games.
Bannon left Jurgo for a payday at Millwall for a year and come back. His legs were gone. His legs were gone on Thursday when we played you. His legs were gone. He was shy.
I can only repeat this. To me, when you're on, I'll go back to the 80s and the 90s when we used to play Premier League teams. For me, this is my thing, yeah? When you play a Premier League team, I've seen Wednesday dominate, they get one chance and score. Then we rectified it with your Hurst, your Waddle, your Warhurst, etc. Yeah, we rectified that Daly and Atkinson. When you go to Championship, they might need 3 or 4 chances to score. Yeah, Premier League they need 1. Yeah, maybe 2. Championship they need 3 or 4. What I've seen so far in League One, I'm not an expert on League One, but what I've seen so far, fuck me, man, they need about 6-7 chances to score 1 goal, and finishing is terrible. And our finishing is terrible. When you're on top, you have got to score. Do you know what I mean? Goals change games. I believe if we'd have scored first, we'll never know now. You know what I mean? And it doesn't really matter. Yeah, they're won and fair play to them, yeah? But if we'd have scored first with that crowd, I think it's a totally different game. And that's why strikers cost so much money. But for me, the owner's done a really good job in 109, 110 days' time. But I think he's waiting till the right end of the market so we know what Premier League teams have done, and then we can get his loans because we've got 2 restrictions because of that guy. But with the final piece of the jigsaw for us, it's got to be strikers, because if we don't get them, it's going to be...
We've got to be realistic here. You can't keep blaming everything on the owner now, because you've got a new owner. You've probably got a top 3 League One budget. You probably are. No, I don't think any other team in League One could afford Barry Bannon. I don't think, and Barry as well. He'll be on.
You know what I found out, Lee, overnight? Sorry to cut you off. Yeah, I found out overnight. Yeah, that we missed out on Sunderland's record of 200 tickets. So Sunderland's got the League One record for selling season tickets. Yeah, we sold just under 25,000 season tickets. Yeah, which were 200 short of Sunderland's record. So I thought that was interesting to find that out. I didn't know that. So, but, mate, you have to understand, yeah, this team's been chucked together in a short period of time. I'm not making excuses up, yeah, but on my prediction for the season...
excuses, though, to me.
I think we'll get better as the season goes on. And I'm hoping...
A lot of teams are, though. Look, if you look at most League One and League Two teams, I mean, how many players have Chesterfield signed this season?
10.
10. Rotherham signed about 10.
Okay, then. Let me just chuck this one at you, yeah? So, if I say this to you...
contracts in League One and League Two because they can't afford it. So nearly every team every season is kind of chucked together because a lot of teams can't afford it.
If I say this to you, yeah, maybe you'll understand a little bit more. So at the end of last season, when pre-season were called in, and do you know how many players we had on his books? We had 4. That's all we had were 4 players on his books.
But that's been us this season. We only had 4 this season. Still left on his books, and as top scorer ourselves.
Football can change really fast. I'm not sat here yet after 2 games. I'll look at the league table after 8 games.
Yeah. But what I'm saying, Mark, is you have got one of the highest wage budgets in that league. You've probably got the best fan base in that league.
Probably we have.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest.
Yeah, you ain't got the best fan base. Bradford City have.
No, I'm trying to be serious here with you, yeah?
Your ground was like a library on Thursday.
The guy with the best fan base.
Mate, let's tell the truth now. Let's be right, yeah? When you go... So let's pretend that Leeds have just played Nottingham Forest, yeah? So we'll bring the Leeds guy into it. Yeah? And let him answer this honestly, yeah? You play Nottingham Forest at Ellen Road, yeah? Nottingham Forest score and win the game 1-0, yeah? The fans are not going to be going mad at you in the second half when you go behind. Everyone knows that. If we'd have scored and gone through... I thought that must be good, but I thought when Bradford took the lead, we were waiting for something to happen, and it didn't. So when you go behind, you're not going to be... You know what I'm saying, don't you? Come on.
No, but roles reversed. Roles reversed. So we say, if that were at Valley Parade and you guys scored to make it 1-0 in the whatever it was, 50th minute, we would get behind our team. We would try to cheer our team on. But you guys didn't. You guys were like a library. Your drummer fell asleep halfway through the game.
I thought we did.
See, I've been in. I go down the road every weekend, and I've been in there and been 4-0 down, and we still sing. We don't stop. You support your team when you're 4-0 down, 2-0 up, 5-0 up, 4-0 down. You sing.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm on about.
You can't win every game. Yeah, if you just go into a silent disco, then there's no point watching your team at Meadow State home.
No, I understand what you're saying, and I get what you should do, but I'm on about the majority of stadiums when you go to them. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, maybe a lot of it is that we were sort of expected to beat Bradford. I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, I thought that would sort of win. So when we missed all them chances in the first half and they come out and scored, yeah, I was like, I didn't fucking feel like singing. I was like, come on, man, show us, give me something. And when it didn't come, I was disappointed. But the loyalty of our fan base, mate, is unbelievable. You know what I mean?
Apparently with your cup final on Thursday. That's what I saw on social media. On X, it's all about your cup final. You bottled it on your cup final.
There's two teams in this city what's 3 miles apart. When you've got one team in a city, it's totally different. We've got two teams what are 3 miles apart. Do you know what I mean? And I think that...
I have to disagree with that. I hate when that gets said when it's, there's two teams. Doesn't matter. You've got two teams. You've got Manchester United, Man City, Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday, but you've still got 33,000 fans in there. What's that got to do with Sheffield United fans? Because your fans should still be singing for your team. You can't use the excuse you've got you're a two-city club because Sheffield United fans have nothing to do with Sheffield Wednesday.
No, I agree that.
You can have only fill your stadium with fans you've got, and they have to
get a little bit off track.
So anyway, Mark,
my answer to that is, I think that
Wednesday fans.
I think I went a little bit off track there, yeah. But my answer to the question was, I think our fans, including myself, expected to beat Bradford, not Amorim. I thought we expected to beat them. I think when it didn't happen in the first half. Electric. I think in the second half, we were sort of like, turn the screw now, show us. Yeah, we're the big club, and it didn't happen. And I think that's why it went flat. And that's just me being honest.
Yeah, let me just read through some comments, because loads of comments coming in. I just need to get through them. He's a coach, not a manager. I do believe Dave Challoner at Stockport is waiting in the wings.
He keeps telling me this, you know.
Over Emmerich the Clown out, so he wants the manager out. Rotherham Gaming, evening lads, evening Rotherham Gaming. Can't we stop saying Sheffield Wednesday are a massive club, says Mankind, who's a Sheffield United fan. Mate, you can't listen, whether you're a Sheffield United fan, a Sheffield Wednesday fan, a Leeds fan, there's no denying Sheffield Wednesday are a massive club. As much as I dislike them, they are a massive club. I mean, you've just got to be realistic with it, haven't you? Sometimes there's banter, and then there's not banter, but I
just wish that their fans would stop being so weak, though. And I'm going to call it out now, yeah? Yeah. This face into Balaclava, everyone knows me, yeah? I'm from Pittsmore in Sheffield, yeah? I go into City Centre. I took a lot of stick off their fans. A lot of fucking stick. When I loved my football club, yeah? So when they aren't been through shit what we've been through, yeah? So when they talked about we might be getting 12 points off and I give them a little bit on X, they cry like bitches, man. Cry. And most of it's just faceless. And like, I don't know, man. If you give it, you've got to take it, Lee, haven't you? Haven't you? If you give it out, you've got to take it back.
Listen, I get it all the time. I get it off Sheffield Wednesday fans, Sheffield United fans. I get it off my own fans. I'm fine, me. Do you know what I mean?
And I think a lot of what it is, and all, when we mention the word massive, yeah, I think a lot of it is because we see a reaction like we do, like what we've just seen that now. We know that they're biting. Probably not biting, probably eating out what. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we give it them more. That's all. It's just tongue in cheek.
One thing that always happens with Sheffield United fans, they do it all the time. I have them all the time. They give banter out all the time. As soon as it turns around and we beat them, they go quiet and they start blocking their finger. They do it all the time. I know mates who are United fans and they give me shit. As soon as we beat them, they block me. You know, they can't take it back. They like to give it, they can't take it back.
Yeah, you've got to take it and give it out.
Right, yeah, you're right.
I'm disappointed with Phil tonight not being on the show because I think, obviously, he's been given the banter out that Forest are going to finish in the top 6. They're going to be Nottingham Forest are going to beat Leeds and they lose and then he's not turned up. So that's a sad day for football for me. So much for Rotherham in this league. I mean, we're 2 games in, Sunshine. We're still walking the league. I'll still tell you, come back at the end of the season, and if we hadn't won the league, then you can pull my pants down and spank me arse. How's that for you? We need, I don't know what you need, mate. Love. I don't know. He needs something, this guy. He says we need. Manchester United are a massive club. Liverpool are a massive club. Arsenal are a massive club. Massive clubs don't play in League One. Get what he's saying.
Leeds.
Manchester United are a massive club.
Leeds are a massive club. Leeds are a massive club. They're in League One. Sunderland were a massive club. They're in League One. Sheffield United's not a massive club. They're a big club. They were in League One for 6 years, so I think the man's just chatting a bit there. Do you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Bradford, massive club. Attendance FC. Up the chickens.
I would actually put Leeds in the top 7 probably maybe even top 5 of supported clubs in English football.
I'm going to be honest with you, though, Lee. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting a bit sick of this massive shit now. It's been 26 years. I was lucky enough to see a really good team, like top, whether it were Premier League, First Division, 15 seasons out of 16 to win it. Did I take it for granted? Yeah, I did. I didn't take the cup finals for granted, yeah. But like now it's been 26 years. We've had terrible owners. And I think what it is with us is we've got this guy who's come in a very short period of time.
You know what I think we're going to do? Let me know in the comments.
We won it yesterday, Lee. Do you get me? We won it.
Get a poll started, Lee. Get a poll. A Sheffield Wednesday massive. No.
Oh, no. I think we need to ban the word previous owners on this show.
Because at the end of the day, though, yeah, that can happen to any football club. Listen, Lee, it's funny until it happens to your club. And then when it happens to your club, mate, it's not funny. Leeds have had some of it. Not like what we have.
We've had it. We're down to League One.
We've had more points deductions than Sheffield Wednesday have.
I need to Google that. I've not quite Googled that.
Google it. Google it now. I can tell you we have. I was there.
It's like, people don't, like, for me...
And your fans, in fairness, took the piss out of us saying, you were rattling buckets for us, blah, blah, blah. And we remember Save the Millers, all that. Yeah.
It's all about now, though, isn't it? I think our fan base needs to be patient.
All that. I'm just talking in the here and now. Our owner's been terrible. Like, he's selling the play. It's been rubbish. But
ours been on a different scale, mate. Ours been on a different scale.
I'm not going to blame that. We're just going to focus on where we're heading.
Can I just ask Mark one more question?
Go on, mate.
Yeah, go on.
Mate.
So, Mark, obviously you've been banging on about the previous owner. So is it the previous owner's fault that you lost on Thursday on your game on telly?
Not at all, mate. Not at all. No. We lost because we couldn't put Bullet back in there. That's it. You're a better team. Well, I think it should have been the draw. I think we had the first half. You had the second half. But at the end of the day, I've been watching football for a long time. If you don't put the ball in there, people complicate football, don't they? Make it. But you're starting off drawing, aren't you? You're starting off as a draw. It's 0-0. Yeah. So that's why strikers cost millions. If you don't put bowling back in there, you're in danger. And we're not doing that. So fair play to you. So no, it wasn't him. But I'm just trying to make people see how much damage what's been done to this club. Really bad damage.
Chesterfield as well. They've had a lot of.
Yeah, I do agree with it. It's going to take a while with Chansiri. His legacy, wrong word. What he's left, it's not going to polish up overnight. It's going to take 1 or 2 seasons to really get it.
His own stadium down for an insurance job.
Do you know why I think this? Do you know what I said to you? We're trying to get Jimmy Vardy, yeah? I don't think that'll happen. Yeah, I don't. That's just me being honest. But I think if you wouldn't have had these restrictions, what we've still got for this season and next seasons, maybe that's a lot better chance of happening. Or maybe we'd have got somebody else. So what I'm trying to say is we're still damaging the club. But listen, is it an excuse?
So I don't think you're going to even finish top 10.
Who?
Sheffield. I don't think you finish top 10.
Do you want to have a bet on that? If you don't, listen, if I lose, I'll pay. Yeah? So if I win and you lose, I expect you to pay. I'll have you, yeah? Something realistic. I'm not a rich guy. I'll have you £50 now that we finish in top 10. So, do you want to do it or not?
Make it 25. 25. And I'll, if obviously, donate to charity.
It's gone like that now, isn't it? It's confidence gone like that. No. You want 25?
Donate to charity. If you don't finish top 10, donate money to Bradford City Burns unit,
No, man,
and I'll donate to a charity of your choice.
I'm not that. Listen, I'm charity, yeah. I want your £25 in my pocket. I give you no more charity, bro, yeah. And if you win, yeah, I'm going to give it in your pocket. Charity starts at home.
Yeah, I'll give it to charity. Then I'll give it to charity.
No, well, I want money in my pocket, yeah. So I'll give you bank. I'll send you my bank details when that time comes. And I must say this and all about a Sheffield United fan, yeah. You know who you are. I said to him when they win the Premier League, the second season round, I went, mate, you're getting relegated. And he says, it's early days yet. So I said, do you want to put a wager on it? Yeah. I mean, I'm good people. I maybe shouldn't have come with it, but I get a homeless guy near me £50 at Christmas. Yeah, I'm not a rich guy, but end of the day, I've got a big heart. Yeah, so it's not really end of the world losing 25 quid, but he actually paid up and he gave me 50 quid, this United fan. So fair play to him. But when someone drops a comment like that, and I think, nah, I don't get that, I'm on it. I'd have probably gone 200 quid, but no more. But I'll take your £25 bet, and yeah, and I'll have a nice drink with you in pub when I win. So you're not saying that we're not going to get.
Also, ask chat as well. Asking chat, do you think Sheffield Wednesday going to finish top 10? Yes or no? Put it in comments.
I'm going to have £25 for beer tokens.
In fact, I'll do a poll. Will Sheffield Wednesday finish top 10? We'll do a poll.
Well, if we don't, I'm looking right fucking idiot now, aren't I?
All right, and if you do, I'll just give you money what Bushy owes me for Rotherham finishing in top 6 or whatever it is.
We don't start switching bets. We're not into passing bets. You know what I mean?
Hang on. Yeah. So
let me just say this, Lee. Lee, you listening? Lee.
1, 2 for no.
Lee.
Yeah.
Let me just say this, yeah. I think, should I say it or shouldn't I? Now I'm going to say it. Fuck it. He's a guy, he's a landlord. He's a Sheffield United fan, they call him Tex, in the Royal Oak pub in Pitsmoor, yeah? Royal Oak pub in Pitsmoor. You can play this to him. He's a nice guy. His wife, Karen, beautiful people, known for years, yeah? And his stepson, Luke, good people. Anyway, I'm in the pub, yeah? A couple of years ago. We played in top flight more than you. No, you haven't. So it gets a little bit of debated, yeah? Right, yeah? So he said, I'll tell you what, he's got a lot more money than what I have, yeah? 250 quid says... I went, I ain't taking that bet because I ain't got 250 quid. But I knew I was right, but I weren't 100, yeah? So I went to the library, printed it all off, looking 1901, 2, 3, debiting it. I lost to panic a bit. I thought, fucking hell. Got to end. Wednesday's been top flight. Premier League, first Virgin, one of them, yeah? Went to the pub to collect me 250 quid. Tried to turn it into a laugh. Oh, we only this and that. Didn't pay. Then I finds out, yeah? Then I finds out that he's betted with another Wednesday fan, won the bet with a Wednesday fan, and the Wednesday fans paid me, never paid me. Do you know what I mean? But so that was a little bit of I don't really like that. You know what I mean? But it's a good bloke. That's if you bet, you should fucking pay. Because when you open your mouth too wide, yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Mm.
And he's a well-known guy, so he's probably going to hear this. But what I said, I'm telling the truth, bro. And I went. Investigated it. Wednesday's playing top tier, more than them, and he didn't pay. And then he won a bet with a Wednesday fan, a couple hundred quid. Wednesday fan paid, and he took a picture of it on his bar with money. And I thought, but he didn't pay me, mate. But when I confronted him, he tried to make it into a joke, and I thought, nah, man, that'll wrong. If you open your mouth too wide, you should pay if you lose.
Yeah. So we'll go through some of these comments. Lee, what are your thoughts on the Blunts and this 35 million odd can't get my words out. EFL are investigating. I found the Blunts have bought players and paid the wages, then punishment should be the same as Rangers. Yeah, I mean, if they've cheated, they should be made to pay for that. So yeah, it's looking very ominous at Sheffield United. I did do a video about it, and a lot of Sheffield United fans got upset with that video, but it is what it is. They're my thoughts. Will Bruno drop prices, Lee? I think you mean in fantasy. I'm not sure. I'm not sure he will. What Mark's view on Pedersen? In my opinion, he's out of his depth.
I'd have got rid of him last season. Listen, I'd have got rid of him last season, yeah. But I don't see point in me coming on here and keep saying, yeah, we need to sack him, when we know it's not going to happen because the manager, the chairman, said he's going to give him a chance. So what's a chance? For me, a chance is probably 8-10 games. Wouldn't you agree with that?
Yeah.
So when we get to that 8-10 game point and I'm hoping he proves me wrong. If he don't, then I'm going to be saying, yeah, get rid. But what's the point in saying it at the moment? Do you understand?
Early on in the season, innit, from new managers. Rotherham were lucky on Saturday. No, I wouldn't say they were lucky. But yeah. After that stack free kick, Phil won't share his face. Yeah, Phil's done a runner. How did your fantasy do, Lee? How many more players are coming in this week? Hopefully we get 5 more players in, and my fantasy was absolutely shite because I picked a lot of Man United players and they lost the fucking hole. So what
happened to Man United, Lee?
Oh man, I don't even. They're not in the Yorkshire East Midlands, so we can't discuss Man United on here.
I was told yesterday.
Man United look terrible.
I was told yesterday, yeah, that Hull City are charging just £300 for Premier League season tickets. That's amazing, that. Fair play to Hull. Yeah. That's good, isn't it?
Forest should have had their man sent off as well. That challenge was disgusting. You think that was a red card?
No, if it were a dirty challenge, don't get me wrong, but if that were game against Leeds, I'd be pissed off. So I'd say it just a bit high, but I wouldn't say it were dangerous in my opinion.
Can we talk about Leeds a little bit, please?
Yeah, we can. Let me just read these comments and then we'll go on to Leeds. Donny versus Voss nil. So I think obviously we're talking about Barnsley. Did that end up 0-0?
Yeah.
I predicted both of them teams to be relegated, by the way. I think both of them are honking. So I think both of them will get relegated. Hey up, Lee. We have a bigger celebrity than you on tonight. Chickens on the Loose podcast, Sky Sports celebrity. Yeah, he didn't even know. I
didn't even know if anyone could send me it on Twitter, Chickens on the Loose podcast, send me it because I've not seen it.
Yeah, if anybody's watching the Sheffield Wednesday game against Bradford, at the end of the game, the woman's going into comments and she mentions that Chickens on the Loose podcast had been mentioning something on their podcast about
Bradford. And a guy as well, he said, like, look at Hillsborough, it's fantastic from the away end. And at the bottom he's put Chickens on the Loose, and it got about 150 odd views on X. Did you see that? Did you see that one?
I think I've been tagged because I put a video up. Is it when you're doing your little Real Madrid fireworks and stuff? Yeah, I put that up on Twitter and stuff. I think it got shared out.
Wicked videos you did, mate. You did very well.
Lee, what do you think of Haaland's new haircut? Oh, I think it looks horrendous. But his haircut weren't good anyway, were it? It was a bad haircut in the first place. But
Lee, don't comment about people's haircuts.
What's that?
Don't comment about people's haircuts.
I know, mine's amazing, mate. Look at that. Imagine, if you guys looked as good as me at 49 years of age, man, you're gonna be a wishing man.
My little girl.
Women off, man. Like, bat them off me.
My little girl just messaged me and said, "Do you and Lee share same hair dye?"
I'm thinking about getting some. My son said to me, he says, "Dad, you were 50 last week." I thought, all right, let's stop mentioning that. He says, I've seen an advert, for men. And so he says, wait, I'll grow graciously, but I might just do it just to see what it looks like. Yeah, as I'm getting older, I keep looking more like my dad, Lee. It's scaring fuck out of me, man.
Yeah. But Donny versus Barnsley was a poor game. Both sides were poor in the final third, and the lack of goal threat from both teams. Matty, who do you support, Donny or Barnsley, and where do you think they're finished? I'm just going to ask around the room thoughts on Doncaster and Barnsley. Obviously, we haven't got anybody on, but what are your thoughts about Donny and Barnsley this season? I think both are going to struggle. Does anybody disagree with that?
They're shit. They always have been shit pairing them.
I think Donny will struggle. They've lost Lee Molyneux, big loss to them. So,
apparently when I put that on, they're saying he weren't a good player for them. Apparently, but
quality.
Yeah. So when you lose a player to a League Two time,
I don't know that much about Doncaster, Lee. I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah. So that's not me being disrespectful. I don't know that much about them. But Barnsley, when we played them at Wembley, I'm going to be honest with you. I thought that we got a little bit lucky that day at the final. But I said to my missus when I left, I goes, I don't care if we play shit. Wembley's about winning. Yeah? And when we beat them right at the death, I thought that they were geared up to maybe go up in next season or so. Do you understand? And but
Yeah,
then I found that the manager left, and they just seemed to have gone like downhill. But listen, I like Barnsley people. It's a very down to earth place, Barnsley, and I've got a lot of time for Barnsley people, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Up the chickens, says Pete Scott. Bradford to get promoted this season. So, Chickens on the Loose podcast, another person saying he thinks you're going to get promotion. So, Pete Scott saying,
why not?
Promotion.
Why not?
We've upgraded on players, Bushy, and I think we're going to do it. This year's our year. Either first, second, or we'll go up in playoffs. We were very unlucky, obviously, last season. But
playoffs are a lottery, aren't they?
Yeah. So just see what happens.
Real Phil Smith said, watch it back. It should have been a red. It was disgusting. Is Louis Barrett overrated? So few Wednesdayites and neutrals were very unimpressed with him against Bradford. Is he overrated?
It's very early, isn't it? You know what I mean? Very early. I will go to when the guy, is it Slattery, who he got from Motherwell? He's done good, but he was through against Bradford, and he sent to get ball cut under his foot, and then the second went, and the chance had gone. That was disappointing. But, you know?
Well, I everyone were raving about this Slattery, so I watched him that game, and I thought he was awful. I mean, if you're going to be that bad and wear red boots, you deserve a slap for me.
He was good against Leyton Orient.
Yeah, I didn't watch that game, but Chickens on the Loose, what did you rate this Slattery? Wednesday fans are raving about him. Did you reckon much to him at the game? The guy with the red boots kept tripping over the football.
Well, I was too busy watching my team score from a set piece, so who?
That's one thing that we need to do and always improve on set pieces. We're rubbish on set pieces. So can we go on to Leeds? I want to talk about Leeds.
Yeah. Let me just finish these comments because I've got loads and I'm just conscious we're not getting through them. So it's all right. Yeah, we're getting loads. Obviously, over 1,000 people watching again, and the comments are just coming through fast and thick. We'll finish above Bradford and can't wait to come here and gloat to Mr. Chicken. Apart from Leicester, they're thinking Leicester are a bigger club than Sheffield Wednesday. I bet you can't do a show without Wednesday fans talking about crowds. Sheffield Wednesday, still massive. Kill the blunts. It's quality. Does Phil have a week off this week because they lost? Yeah, it looks like it. Phil's disappeared. Leeds are the biggest team in Yorkshire, and that's no question. Knott's podcast, where's my friend Phil? Is he hiding because Forest lost? Yes, he is. Unfortunately, I didn't think Phil would do that, but seems to have been the case tonight. There's more chance of Stevie Wonder being able to see than Rotherham winning the league. Okay, so we're resorting to abusing disabled people now, are we? Just to score a point. I mean, come on. Yeah, Rotherham are winning the league. Do you know what I mean? Lee is a secret Leeds fan. No, apparently I'm a secret Wednesday fan as well. So, you know, I can't win. I support every team under the sun, apparently. No, I'm a two-team wanker. It's just Manchester United and Rotherham. That's it. I love them both the same. I bleed both colours because they're both red. Bradford, only massive when it's £5. Laugh out loud.
So, for that comment there, we play Burnley in the Carabao Cup. £5 entry across the board. They've sold over 16,000 tickets anyway. So, yeah.
I think
you're only jealous, Mark, because you can't sell your own ground out.
I think this year about all the fan base thing, and this is true. This is why I respect Wednesday so much. So you know when your team's doing well and they're getting big numbers, yeah, brilliant. I once remember, yeah, we made us cop from standing to seating against Tottenham in the early 90s, yeah, and I couldn't afford to get in, so I had to go home, and I was quite bitter. I thought, all these years I've come here, and now we've got good when we got Ron Atkinson, Trevor Francis, and Waddle and all that lot come. The cop was sold out because he went from standing to seating, yeah? And I thought, all these fans what have not been here, now you're all coming out of woodwork. But I think why I like Wednesday so much is when they've been through, it's easy to support a team, innit, with like Man City when you're winning and all that sort of thing. When you're going through shit
Man
time...
City can't fill the stadium now when they're winning, mate.
But you know my point I'm trying to make. But when you're going through bad times, is when you see this, and where the two teams sit, what's 3 miles apart. So when you're going through bad times, I think Wednesday.
A few times tonight.
I think Wednesday stand alone in that, because when you've got one team in your city, it makes a massive difference. I'm not sure what anyone says, and I think that when in bad times we stand alone with that. I mean, £46 to get in live on Sky. We've done fuck all for 25 years. Won 2 games all last season. Not many teams will pull over 33 in, mate. They wouldn't. That's a fact. In a two-team city, that's just a fact.
Wednesday are not in the top 10 in the UK for big clubs.
Yeah, Ron Atkinson said that we was about 10th on Polly about Aston Villa. I think I agree with that.
We've got a fact here, Mark. Rotherham have had the most points deducted in the entire Football League. Wednesday have had nowhere near the same issues as Rotherham. Jason Taylor, you wouldn't get fans in if it was £1. I think that's a Bradford fan responding to the Notts County fan. Wednesday comfortably top 10. Yes. So there's loads of comments. I'm really sorry if I haven't got through them all, because there's just loads coming in.
Thank you all for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Right, yeah, so Leeds United. Can we talk about Leeds?
Yeah. You just talk about Leeds. What do you want to say about Leeds?
No, so I've got a few years ago, I did something silly and I went away. And when I was away, I met some nice guys from Leeds. I've always thought I'd do a little bit like... They like Sheffield people, aren't they? We're Yorkshire, aren't we? We're down-to-earth people. And, I've got a lot of respect for Leeds. It's a big rugby city, innit? It's a football city. But you can give it them, and they give it you back. They can take it. Do you know what I mean? Leeds are a big club. The biggest club in Yorkshire, yeah. But I've already explained why I think that is. But that's by the by. I'm interested on this Bielsa. He did brilliant, didn't he? Yeah, for Leeds. They went up, come back down, and now they're back up again, aren't they? So, what's your expectations? Do you think they'll stay there?
Well, I said last season, I said it on this podcast all last season, I thought we'd get relegated straight away. I didn't think we invested well to stay up. This year is different. I think the players we've signed, I think we're building a squad that is a Premier League squad. I mean, there's talks of signing that Mudrich and off on Chelsea. I think it's a great signing for us.
Wow, he would be a great, he would be a great signing.
I think that would be a good signing. But I was one of Falk's biggest critics. I mean, I was saying all last season, if he stopped being stubborn, we could do something. And it took him till December to stop being stubborn. And if eventually change the team to where he should be playing, I ended up losing for the rest of the season, the last 5 games from December. I think we finished... most points, I think we finished 5th on the most points got from there to end of the season. That's why we stayed up. And it carried on with that team through pre-season. I mean, I know they're only friendlies, but we beat some good teams in those friendlies using that same team. I mean, as well as last year, we went to Man U's backyard and gave them a footballing lesson, didn't we, Lee? So just by changing that formation. And
Who won that game?
We won that game 2-1.
No, the last game.
Hey? Oh, you mean your penalty shootout? You won? Yes, I'll let you have your penalty shootout. I know you did. How desperate you needed that. I mean, because you failed to beat us in past 4 90-minute games, hadn't you? So you needed that penalty shootout.
Where did you finish last season? Finish above us or not? Oh, no, we got Champions League. Anyway.
Yeah, you did, but you won for goals as well. So leave it at that. You wouldn't say much shit as Leeds, nothing.
Is it Red Bull what's invested in Leeds? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Red Bull, yeah.
A lot of our fans wanted them to come to Wednesday. It didn't ever happen, but I think that's good. And now they're extending the ground, aren't they, to Leeds? I've been trying to explain this to my son. I said, we're not going to have no sexy word what happens at Hillsborough if and when we get to the Premier League, because when you get there, you get the money so you can do that. So is it going to go up to 52,000? I think that's amazing.
Yeah, they're doing it in 52,000. I think it said by 2030. I think it's going to take a few years. Like they're doing this season, they're doing I think it's the West Stand alone, and then next season doing a different one. So they're doing it gradually. So when it's done, they're having a big apartment complex put in a bit over the car park. They're changing the entire area around it, not just the stadium as well. They're having
What's your name, Paul? Sorry. What's your name?
Luke.
Luke, yeah. That's my middle name. Good name. Yeah, so, but let's be honest, that's not happening, is it? We have Premier League money, is it?
No. We need Premier League money.
And that's why I keep trying to lie, fans, yeah. Let's just be patient. Because we're all desperate to get the Leppings Lane knocked down. I'm going to be honest with you, we are. We have been for years. Should have gone ages ago, that, to be honest with you. But I'm trying to explain to people, we could have rich owners, and whoever they are, they're not going to come in and do that. They're going to wait. I'm right on that, Honor. You need
because you need a revenue coming in to be able to afford stuff like this, because it still counts as your financial fair play as far as I'm aware. It still comes under all your budget and stuff.
I heard it didn't.
Well, I'm not too sure on that one then, but like I said, if you're going to spend, I mean, it's costing them billions of pounds. They're not going to spend £1 billion on a team that's in Championship. We'll come up to Premier League with Bielsa. We got relegated again, but we were poor that season. That's because Bielsa was stubborn. When it wasn't working, he just kept going the same thing, and we were getting beat 7-0, 6-0, 5-0. He was stubborn, and that's what thought were going on. But thought decided, hang on, man.
So is Falker the man then? Is he your man to take leads forward? Be honest.
I was the biggest critic. Last season, I wanted him gone. I'd be honest with that, but he changed his formation. He got told in December. He got told that if he didn't win the next 3 out of 5 games, he were gone. And in that time, we had Liverpool twice, Chelsea twice, Man U. We had City again. We had some artists winning that, and we ended up losing none of them. So he earned his way to stay. And I said to Lee before when we a few months back during World Cup, I said I gave him a chance. Give him if it don't work out by November, if it's not working, then get rid of him. But I think he's earned it. He's changed his formation. He's dropped his stubbornness. So I think he deserves another year. If he don't work out, then get rid of him. If he only just survive relegation, then. But he went to the owners at the end of last season and said, "I've got a plan. What I want to do. If you're not happy with it, then I'm leaving." And they've kept him. So whatever he went to him and gave him, then obviously they must have liked the idea. And the players he's signing, I think he's building.
Bradford and players like that, Wilson. But I said to you on the Premier League show the other night that I think the business you did, and that's why I think you will finish well above Nottingham Forest this season. Right, we're going to run through the comments quickly, and then we're going to finish up. But before we finish go on.
Lee, do you know when you do these comments, can we just touch a little bit? Because listen, it might come across like I hate Sheffield United. I used to, but now, mate, I don't hate them. I dislike them. They're a football club, but I've got a lot of United friends. Can we just touch on these potential points off and why?
Yeah. Just quickly, let me read these and then we'll do it.
Okay.
I love Farker. I think he's brilliant. The passion he's had, he's created a proper team and attitude. The players love him, and that's the reason. Chesterfield losing in the playoffs final again. Do you want to respond to that?
County fan. We'll be all right because they're not in our league, so yeah.
I want an apology, Johnny.
Yeah, got myself confused. It was Harry who put the comment, Mark. So, and his thousands of followers on YouTube. I'm sorry, I said the wrong name.
Okay. Will 5 players come in this week, Lee, on deadline day? I hope so. Why is Pittsmore Hour filming young kids? I don't think he does film young kids, you weirdo. Why are you commenting such weird stuff? That's just weird.
I think I know why he's put that. So
and still have a full head of hair. Well done, mate. Fantastic. Keep it going. Hillsborough's fantastic for an away end. That's a joke. It's literally one of the worst views in the EFL. Okay. Another Blunt asking about Wednesday. Mankind. Wednesday. Obsessed by the massive. Come on, AFL. Get them out of the league. They was in before. Lee, you're a joker. Slattery is a great player. I didn't say he was a bad player. I just said he was poor on that game. I'm not saying he's a terrible player, but he wasn't very good against Bradford. And obviously the Bradford fan was on there, said he wasn't very good. And I think Mark said he wasn't his usual self. He played well against Leyton Orient, but I'm not saying he's a bad player. I can only go on what I watched, and he was falling over the ball. He had red boots on, and I thought, who was this idiot? But then every Wednesday fan said, he's a brilliant player. He may be, but on that night I watched him. He was poor. I can only call it as I see it. Chickens on the loose thought the same. So what we're going to have to do, so you wanted to quickly touch on the Sheffield United thing, Mark. So
let me just chuck this out here, yeah. So I sometimes get my rod out and I cast it and I get a bite, yeah. And this morning I put, is that what Sheffield United take away? Because I could see lots of empty seats away at Swansea. I could see a big flag. So then this kid come back and they started to chuck, oh, you're this, you're that, you know what I mean, crackhead, smackhead, I've been called all sorts. I'm a gambler and all this, but I've never gambled in my life. I smoke a bud, that's about it, yeah? So then I put, stop filming kids, yeah? So if you're going to say things about me, I say things back. So that's probably his mate in that, what's put that, yeah?
Oh, right, okay.
Another thing and all, yeah? You know when I'm going to Hillsborough, right, yeah? And I'm with my son, I'm on my own. I try and talk to people, I try to be nice people, yeah? You know when someone walks past you and you're with 9 of the friends, and they go past you, and then you get about 10, 15 seconds past you with 9 of the friends, and then they shout something. To me, that's just been a tosser. If you've got all to say to me, yeah, come and say it to my face. Do you understand? Because if I were with a group of my mates, and they went past somebody, and 15 seconds later they shouted something, I'd say, go and pull into his face. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Come on, to my face. But at the end of the day, yeah, I don't like Sheffield United. I'll tell you for a big reason why I don't like him. I had a friend called Alan Ween, called Weener. He used to be one at Wednesday's OCS, House Crime Squad, football firm.
He's one of my dad's best friends.
Years ago, they were down, he died tonight, God bless him. They were down Eccleston Road, fighting with United. Not wrong with that, because he was into that, so that's his priority, yeah? So these weren't shirties, these were firm against firm, yeah? Right. Next thing, the man's on his own. He's got jumped by about 40 blades. One's put a concrete slab on his head.
Yeah, there's a slab of him, isn't there? Yeah.
No, so I don't have no respect for that at all. Plus, I've seen these so-called odd men in jail crying on a few months. So I've always thought that odd men don't go in gangs. That's just me. I move on my own, me. I'm not an odd guy. I'm a family man nowadays, but couldn't look after myself, even for my age. I just think he's so cowardly. Just when somebody's with a son and you're with 8-year mates and you walk past him and then shout something, come and say it to my face, man.
True.
I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. I've been there myself and shocked that you know Weenie, actually.
Great good bloke, really nice guy. But on Sheffield United league, yeah, because I have got a few good United friends, and they laugh when they see United fans biting, because do you know I'm just messing about? You know my ex, like Mark, who picks more out, yeah. It's just a laugh. I don't take it seriously. It's just a bit of
I put a post out today, mate. I get all sorts of stuff. Like 1 minute, people are saying I'm a millionaire. Next, people are saying I'm broke, and then this, that.
Does it matter? As long as you're fine.
That's what I put. I just put, does it matter what I do? But
I want to ask you this, Lee, yeah? Quick time. So, do you know this thing with Sheffield United? Because I've got a lot of United friends, yeah? And they know me personally, and they know I'm an all right guy. So, I said that I want to bring them up, you know what I mean? So, is this right? So, they bought the club off these people, yeah? At the time, they were top of the league, they were above Leeds, and it was looking like they were going back to the Prem, yeah? It was Christmas time, I remember it well. So, they bought the club, it didn't happen. They fucked up last 5 games, lost against Millwall, if memory serves me rightly, and they went to Wembley. If the playoff, if there were no VAR, they'd have gone to the Prem, but they were. The goal gets choked off, Sunderland win the game, United stay down, yeah? Right, so now we've been told that the owners, what bought them, have not paid, so they're paying instalments, yeah? They've missed out on 30 million instalments, yeah? What they own. So is this right how I'm seeing it? So now I'm thinking to myself, so now these people have said, right, we're going to change the business name, yeah? And now they've got a new business name. But surely that don't matter, because you can change your name, but you still owe the 30 million. Am I reading that right or am I wrong?
No, it's right. And also they've signed some players that they've not fully paid for as well. I think they've missed instalments on certain signings. But yeah, it looks like it could get messy at Sheffield United very quickly.
Do you think they'll get the 12 points?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to finish up because obviously we've run over time. But before we finish up, I want to say which team is team of the week this week. So it's between two teams for me. the Leeds win at Nottingham Forest, and the Bradford win at Sheffield United. So can we agree as a panel?
United, you mean Wednesday?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Wednesday. So
don't do that again, Lee. That was a bad insult, bro.
So Bradford's win for me, I think, is a massive win because it was against a massive club. It was a massive win. And I didn't expect Bradford to win. I'm not going to lie. I didn't.
I'm saying Bradford
Sheffield Wednesday to win in my predictions. So I think it's an absolutely fantastic result for Bradford City.
I do know. Fair play to Bradford. No bitterness. No fair play to you. And I'm glad you enjoyed your time at Hillsborough. I'm a bit gutted you enjoyed it a bit too much.
And then the other massive win was obviously Leeds at Nottingham Forest.
That's a very good win.
I predicted a draw for that game purely because Leeds do usually struggle at City Ground. So I didn't think they'd get a win. So I think that's a fantastic result.
Two massive clubs with massive history, aren't they? Leeds and Nottingham Forest, massive clubs with massive history.
Well, that's his first win at City Ground in Premier League since 1955, I think, something like that.
Wow.
Or 55 years. It was something like that. It might be 55 years. They passed 55.
My two, should we say, teams of the week. Obviously, Bradford City, massive. But MK Dons, because they're drawing against Huddersfield, has kept Bradford top of the league. I know it's only 2 games in, but we're there.
Guys. The guy that bottled it. Go on, sorry, chickens on the loose. I just cut you off then. Sorry, mate.
Obviously, Bradford and MK Dons. Bradford beating Sheffield Wednesday on a Thursday. And then MK Dons drawing against Huddersfield, keeping Bradford at the top of the league. I know we're only 2 games in. Top of the league still.
I think that's another good shout. So Chesterfield deserve to be in that as well because Salford are probably been labelled the favourites to get promotion this season, and Chesterfield won there 3-0. So as a group, can we pick one out of those 3 games?
I'm with for Bradford. I think that was especially the second half performance. I think their keeper deserves a lot of credit. But listen, fair play to Bradford. Big football club. Underachieved that. I'm with Bradford.
Yeah, but I know Mr. Chesterfield's going to pick Leeds because he's got a soft spot for Leeds. He always has. And he will not.
No, but nothing to do with that. The fact they've not won there for so long and gone there and got a win. And a decent win.
It's a brilliant win, mate.
Result,
they'll go and do that again next weekend because they're playing there again next week. 2 in a row at City Ground. Yeah. While I'm on, can I just do a shout out to my daughter because she's just turned 9.
Yeah.
Oh,
so happy birthday, Nancy, 9-year-old other day. So
what's her name, mate? Nansen.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Nansen. Look after your old man. Look after your dad.
He does.
Yeah. When it's his birthday or Father's Day, buy him some hair dye.
Yeah, she says, where did you get it from?
Oh,
you must get good discount.
Oh.
But no, great. And that's what football's about. It's about taking, your family, enjoying it with your family and your kids, regardless of all this banter we all have online. And
don't take banter personally to heart. And if you give it heart, you've got to take it back. But don't take it to heart.
I do. I mean, Stu will be the first to tell you, I am the biggest wind-up merchant there is.
He's already told me, brother, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Didn't you two end up nearly coming to blows?
Yeah, we nearly came to blows, mate. That's how we became mates. But, I mean, it is, and it is just purely banter. Do you know what I mean? A lot of it. And I respond to people's... If they send me nonsense, I'll respond with nonsense back. I'll respond if somebody gives me something and it's decent level-headed stuff. I'll give it a response it deserves. But if it's just trash, like this guy's a prick, this guy's broke, this guy, I'll just come back with the same, like I banged your mum or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
If someone's nice,
response, eh?
Do you know, like if I get a message saying like, "Off a Sheffield United guy," a lot of them talk about attendances to me, and I get loads from them. And then when I mention it back, do you know what I mean? It's crazy. I'm like, well, you've mentioned it, but you know, if someone comes in and nice and say, "You're all right, Mark," and he says something sensible to me, I'll be sensible back and I'll be nice back, regardless of my support. But if you want to come and be a dick, mate, I'll just get my shotgun out and just blow you straight off. You know what I mean? And you will look the fool. Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Right, we're going to wrap it up there. How many will come in this league? Midfielder and a striker. Hopefully we bring 5 in. I think we need 5.
Wait, can I say this before I go, bro, yeah? Please subscribe to my channel on YouTube. I'm not far off 1,000. Is it 1,000 subscribers? I'm not far off 1,000 yet. So get me up to 1,000 at Mark, your Pits Morale in S3, my YouTube channel. No, that's my YouTube channel. And my ex as Mark the Pits Morale. And thanks for watching. Listen, I do it for Sheffield Wednesday fans because at the end of the day, yeah, it's your club. I believe blue and white. Your guys do. So thanks for your support. And I appreciate all of you. So thank you. And I really mean that.
And subscribe to Chickens on the Loose as well. How many subs have you got at the minute, Chickens? Have you?
I think I'm 970 at the minute. So yeah, if you can like, subscribe, follow, please.
Yeah. And we are
so
now
close to 1,000.
300 away from 3,000. So that'll be absolutely fantastic. The channel has grown massively. I think we've had 560 subscribers just this week, new subscribers. So
now we're all, now we're all bragging, yeah. I've got nearly 5,000 on TikTok. Pits more out, subscribe.
And I've got 20,000 on the Instagram. Right, anyway, guys, please drop a like on the video. If we didn't get the response, I'm really sorry. We've had loads of comments tonight, loads of viewers again. We really do appreciate it. We'll be back next week for more Yorkshire and East Midlands rivals. I actually want to come on one of these shows and Bradford lose a game because I'm getting fed up of seeing his smug face smiling. He's got mentioned on Sky Sports. They beat Sheffield Wednesday. His video's gone viral. But no, in fairness, I love this guy's content. If you're not subscribed to Chickens on the Loose, go and subscribe to him. Same with Mark the Pits Morale. He another guy, one of the most passionate football fans you'll ever meet. He's got a great heart. He will always back Sheffield Wednesday fans. And I see some of the hate he gets, and I just think it's ridiculous. But I can relate to it because us lot putting yourself out there, sometimes you have to roll with it. But thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and see you next time. And what is Chickens gonna say?
You're gonna get pecked by the Chickens, up the fucking Chickens, and we're top of the league. I know we're 2 games in.
You're being plucked by the Chickens. You're
being pecked by the Chickens. You're being pecked by the Chickens.
Some, what do you call it? Tips off Chickens on the Loose. So I believe it is.
I'm happy that he's happy.
By the Chickens. You're getting pecked by the Chickens.
By the Chickens. Pecked by the Chickens.
And on that note, see you next time.
Take care.